growing up as a child. My father is an immigrant, and part of the ways that he would escape living in a war-torn country in Nicaragua was he would read a lot and learn about history, whether that was Central American history or American history. When he came over, his hobby would always be to read as much as history as he possibly could. So he kind of passed that on to me. My father's passion became my passion. As I became older, I was able to find my place within it and see how I can engage with it better and eventually make it a career. Studied communications in Florida Gulf Coast University. My specialization was always in historical rhetoric. And the Collier County Museums, I was able to get a unique position within the Naples Depot Museum, and was learning under the mentors that worked there. They taught me a lot about their coursework and how them pursuing a master's degree in history really spurred them on the path that they were on. And so that's when I began to think of a postgraduate study within history. Came to Florida State, it was my first semester. I was fortunate enough to take a class of preserving historic sites and spaces with Dr. Conti. Part of that was to come visit the Florida Trust. I remember sitting back and feeling like this is exactly what I want to do. Thankfully enough, the Florida Trust was hiring for 2 intern roles, and thankfully I'm in this position now. The 11 to Save is part of one of our core tenets of the Florida Trust, Connect to Educate. Each year, the Florida Trust puts out a list of the most endangered sites historically, the sites that need the most acknowledgement and most awareness to protect them. The whole point of it is just to raise awareness. We look to highlight that through the posting of our list. We hope to connect them with the proper resources, the proper grant funding.
I first met Alessio Luna when he came as a new student for our Masters in Public History program, and he enrolled in my historic preservation class. Right off the bat, Alessio just really impressed me with his work ethic and his passion for Florida history. He's born and raised in Florida and is just so excited about preserving the places that are important to him, his family, his community, but also being able to take the knowledge he's learned in the classroom at Florida State and also here at the Florida Trust and bring that back to different communities throughout the state. The work that Alessio does with the Florida Trust helps preserve all of Florida's history for all of Floridians. He's such a great fit for it because of the training that he's getting at FSU in our department, but also this internship. He's already won a statewide award for some of the work that he's done.
Alessio is really good with the stories and understanding the connections of it's not just a building that we're working to save through our easement program. You know, this is an important resource for the people of Ocala, for instance.
When many people think of history, they think of something just old and generations before them. What I hope to change is that historic preservation, it's an active thing. If there's no historic preservation, especially in Florida, at a time of change, at a time of constant development of the state, we're only a generation away from losing a lot of the history that has made this state and has made this nation. Through this work, I hope that the public opinion can understand that the next generation does, in fact, care about these places. They're more than just buildings. These places tell a story, and we're in the communities. We're highlighting stories of groups that for the longest time didn't have their stories highlighted.